I've sectioned off my paper into two using masking tape, and I've got Kuretake paints here today. I've got a greyish blue, I've got a green grey, and I've got the mauve taupe. And what I wanted to do today was paint these two pictures with exactly the same colours, using the same marks, and once it's dry, to add a stencil on both of them, exactly the same stencil, exactly the same colour. Then I wanted to experiment what would be the effect of using the same paint pens but using a different pattern on top. I just wanted to see what the difference would be and how different could they look, or would they look quite similar. So it's a bit of an experiment. So I'm laying down the paint here, the Kuretake paint, using the same motion, a sort of jaggedy up and down. Once that paint is dry, I'm going to grab some pencils and I'm just going to put some marks on the paint and in some of the negative space. I just wanted to add a little bit of interest, and I love using pencils. I love the way they feel when you're putting down the lead, just so smooth and lovely. So just putting that down on the paint marks, using different shapes. So I've used lines, I'm now using some circle shapes. So you can use anything that comes to mind, zigzaggy shapes, you could go crossways, anything that you want to do. You might think to yourself, well, actually, I don't want to do anything, and that's fine. You just choose what you would like to do. I love a little experiment, just love trying different things, seeing how they work out, working out whether I like certain things. Do they work well? Should I use them again? Or should I just disregard them, put them in a box and say bye. So yeah, I mean, it's really quite interesting. I'm really interested to find out how this turns out and to hear your comments, whether you thought it worked out well, which one you preferred. Would you try this? Is this something you like doing, experimenting, having a look, seeing whether you like certain things? So once I've finished with the pencil, I've got some acrylic gold paint, and I've got this lovely sea sponge, and I thought, oh yeah, I could use that, and this really nice stencil. So I've just laid it over the top of the page, and I'm holding it down with my left hand, but to secure it better you could use masking tape, and maybe that's something I should have thought of before I started this, because I did find that the stencil was moving around a little bit as I was putting the paint on. But I still continued, and I'm just dabbing that gold paint onto the stencil. It looks a bit erratic here because I have sped up the camera. I was a lot slower putting it on. And what you have to be careful is that you don't put too much paint on your sponge, or that the paint is too wet. So I wouldn't suggest adding water to the paint, because what will happen is that you'll end up with some seepage under your stencil, and you'll be disappointed when you pull that stencil away and you cannot see the pattern very well. So you'll need to let that dry in order for you to use paint pens on top. So I've got the same colours. The paint pen colours that I'm using, they are Posca paint pens, and I've got a sky blue, I've got a aqua green, and I'm using a light pink. So these colours reflect sort of, I mean, they're not exact to the paint colours that are underneath, but they're very similar. So I chose them because of that. So I've just looked at the stencil and thought, okay, so what shall I do here? So I'm just adding some little lines across the stencils, and I'm just changing it up. So using the pink, filling in a few, and then changing for the blue, filling in a few, and then to the green, just so that that's all full. And then once that's done, I'm going to turn my attention to the second painting and use a different mark making technique. So I'm using circles this time, and I'm going to be using circles all over this. And I just want to see how this looks, compared to the one that I've just put lines on. I mean, can you see much of a difference? Would you know that it's the same painting underneath? All these questions are in my mind. I hope you get to try this, and I hope you like it. If you like it, maybe you consider liking and subscribing. That always helps my channel, and you'll be then up to date with my latest paintings that I've done. If you have time, maybe consider leaving a comment. Any questions you have, I'd love to try and answer them. Or if you want to tell me about your story, love hearing, how people have got into art, what their history is, and where they're from, any information. I just find it really, really interesting, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. So continuing down the page, alternating the pen colours as I go, so using the blue, switching it up, using the green on some of them, and then the pink. And I think it's building up a nice picture. I quite like the way this looks with the circles on. Really finding it interesting to do. So I hope you get to give this a go, because as you've seen, it's so easy, but so fun. I love a bit of fun painting. It really puts you in that lovely zone. When you've finished your drawing on top, then you might want to add a border. So I'm using the blue Posca pen here on this picture and adding that lovely border. And then on the second picture, I decided I wanted to use a different colour, so using the green Posca pen here just to outline that picture. And you can really see here, now I'm peeling away the tape, the difference that those mark makings make, which you can tell it's the same painting, I think, underneath because of the colours. But you can see how different just doing simple mark making can make to your paintings. So I hope that's given you some inspiration to maybe try this, try and experiment, because the outcomes can be so different.